So, again, Chopper Offspray, we got Boomers in Jack's loadout, and Boomers have actually been playing a big part in the game today.
And I've
Boblin.
noticed a lot of Goliaths, Berthas, Archies on all the players I've been watching today.
Yeah, I pretty much see the same loadouts, like with one or two variations. You know,
Yeah,
most people use the
variation
Dillos as their
is
core.
something that explodes or heals is one slot.
Yeah.
As you notice, Loland doesn't have anything explosive, but there's a healer unit. And then you look at Jax, does not have a healer unit, but has something explosive.
Yeah.
The Boomer.
We have that, the flat cannon, of course, but I haven't seen anybody pull out AA at all, really. Like they have.
Oh,
but
I've
it
seen
hasn't really done much.
Supers the last couple of rounds, but my mic's crackling again. No. Horrible. Hold on.
You're great
Is that better?
speckling, Mike.
What about that?
Oh no. Talk again?
The one day I needed to not crackle or like crack or anything, and it does.
You should.
Is it as bad or not really?
It's Oh, come on, YouTube.
Noticeable or not really?
Yeah. It's
The answer
pretty
is
much
yes.
raping my ear every time. But anyway, alright, so we are up and rolling. You want to do intros?
Intros, I'm horrible at intros. But okay. Well, hold on, let me just pause this for a second here.
Wait,
So
wow.
we got,
The
well,
pausing thing.
I'm gonna pause a little because mine always goes all crazy. So we got Jack, you know, with his Osprey, and then we got Loland, you know, Chopper. So it'd be interesting if anyone doesn't go for their first ability when they get to level 2. That's gonna be something really interesting. And as you see, both are building up moneymakers.
Of course, the standard moneymaker opening here. Jack's gonna fill up those pads. Loland's gonna fill up those pads. Take out a few jackals. Put him down next to his base to prevent
Is
harassment.
he also doing patrols on those?
He is doing patrols. I think last time he actually sent Dillos to patrol that area.
I
But this
haven't
time-
seen many actually setting up patrols or taking the time, because right now is the perfect time to place your units and set them for patrol.
Indeed, but patrol is only really, I don't know, it's useful sometimes, but I mean a lot of times it's kind of like I haven't really found much of a use for it, except for that one time I saw a tangibility with the tangos. That was kind of crazy. But anyway, here we got Jack.
It looks like both are just gonna go right into that power station. Well,
Indeed,
coming up
well-
behind him and trying to take out some of those armadillos. It looks like he might go
Indeed,
down
yeah.
if he does not get out of there.
Oh, but he does manage to escape.
Very slimly.
Indeed, Loland there gonna pick up a few artillery, set them on the center to start taking out those AI. But it looks like there's a
It looks
good
like
amount of
Jack
destruction
really
already there.
has it right there. Had it just long enough to get some more tanks out.
Dude, you can also see he's doing a little recollection
Getting all that
there.
salvage scrap there, you see that?
Salvage, there we go. That's the word I was looking for. Getting all that salvage scrap, and Loland taking out some more Dillos, pushing him in the center.
And Loland actually has a couple artillery firing on that power station.
Indeed, that's gonna make those. It's really hard to keep those bulbs on it, but of
Although
course,
sadly both of them are aiming at the same angle, only getting one corner of that entire area. Here we go, now he's moving them up.
indeed. But Loland moves up his, but Jack, you can see, also placed his down. Loland gonna try come in with some of his creeps to take the base, but he's gonna have to run away.
It looks like Loland's actually going to help Jack push his side though with the way his are set up. See, notice how he actually cleared out all of that side for Jack though.
Indeed, but Jack is.
Jack goes down to Loland though, trying to go back to heal.
Oh, that's too bad. Now it's gonna be Loland gonna push up on Jack's actually close base here. He's gonna put some Dillos there and take those bulbs down and work on that. And he's
Here
gonna
comes
go back
Jack.
and grab
Jack is
Crips.
actually back. Let's see if he makes it back in time. Oh, and he's going to go for the close. Loland is pushing the close. And Jack
Indeed, and
noticed
he
was
manages
too late.
to take it. Takes it with 2 Dillos and 4
Oh, and
creeps.
Jack
Efficient.
is going to try to steal his.
But those jackals are gonna make it a little tough.
Oh, that was just a distraction. He is going back to capture his own.
But he's only using rebels, and those are not going to stand up to those Dillos. But it does give Loland comes back. He's going to capture that middle. Going to keep that base for the power in the build. Is that a factory in the middle, or is it a power station?
It's a power station in the middle, and the factory are the corners across from it.
Alright, the corners.
And the generic outpost is they're close, and the reserve that's in the back is also another power station.
Alright, so yeah, factory in the back corner, power station there. So back to the game. Looks like Loland's held on to the Green's close outpost.
And Jack is
there.
building a bunch of flackers to try to take that outpost, it looks like. Actually, it looks like he's going to lose his factory too, though.
Indeed, but
Jack
here
does not have that many
to...
tanks.
Jack doesn't have many tanks, and he is very low on cash. He spent a lot on all those artillery that he's not really using, so he's going to bring those artillery back and start working on that close base. Loland, of course...
He's really going to have to maneuver around, though.
Indeed, Loland picking up those Dillos, bringing them in. He could probably just drop them on the base right there and just start ending it real quick.
And
but
middle has been neutralized again by those artilleries from his factory.
Indeed, just enough artillery to take out those bulbs. Loland here, he's going to bring back those Dillos, probably going to save them all, push a few into the middle.
Loland is actually really low on power, that's why he's not trying to drop too many more.
Oh, yes,
he's got so much in queue. He really needs that power station back, though. And every time he puts them in, they get knocked right out again.
Yeah, he needs to send those Dillos to take out that artillery line. And he's going to start losing all these Dillos if he can't split his attention well. But he places those Dillos down. But there's already a fan of Dillos protecting them. And I don't think 2 Dillos are going to out-damage 3. It's math.
And just when that corner thing he's got enough power now, finally. But he's starting to lose light bulbs on that outpost, too.
Indeed, Jack coming down here to take care of that Dillo push. He's going to take care of that, but that's going to leave Loland open to take out the
He's not going to have much left there for the base. He almost takes him down, but he does manage to get to that outpost right in time.
Indeed, and we have Loland here just building up his Dillos. He has plenty of energy now to make them. Both of them under level 6.
Here comes the creeper spam, though. Creeper spam
Jack...
right on that outpost.
Indeed, but Loland's just going to pick up his Dillos and go lol.
I think he's trying to just light bulb the better spot would be is that bottom cluster.
And there he goes. The creepers go in, but the Dillos take them out from the inside, and only 1 bolt goes down.
Loland taking up some creeps again, trying to keep that close outpost.
Indeed, Jack working on those.
You have to keep in mind, Loland does not have infantry. So he is going to have to take the creep waves and move them around.
That's true, but I mean that's not always a bad thing. I mean
Loland is dropping them right on that door.
Now it looks like he's going to take out those artilleries. Those artillery is the only thing threatening his base right now. So that's a good move to take those out, and he is free and clear to just take out that fortress.
And it looks like that will go neutral.
Oh, he does get those creepers in there, and actually 1 green thing, but he does have quite a few units up there to keep. He
has to go all the way back there to get more creeps just to recapture, though.
That is true, and that's going to give Jack an opportunity to take out some of those Dillos. But you see, he dropped a few boomers, but it didn't take all that many out. He's going to get low health and have to go back to base. Meanwhile, Jack is here. He's going to take that middle outpost, and it's going to be worked on by those artillery again. And
Loland's finally actually creeping up on outposts now, noticing that, like before, hopping along isn't a good idea with them taking creeps all the way from base each time.
Indeed, but he does have to get at these artillery. Right now, Jack's saving grace are his artillery. He is using them effectively, making Loland split his attention to keep those bases. But it looks like Loland's going to be able to take out all that little bit of creeps coming out, but it only takes down 1 Dillo. He could kill Jack right here, and he's going to try. He doesn't have enough for another missile though, and 1 missile is all he needs.
He needs lands to take him out.
Very good. Good Viking dance could have saved that one, but did not happen. So Loland now has a commanding lead of the middle. Still has all these Dillos on this top fortress tier, so I think this is just really a mop-up job. Although, Jack does have quite a bit of credits. He could possibly do something. He looks like he's sending all of the stuff on
He's building
tack.
Dillos.
He's building Dillos, and he's attacking that fortress while it's not
I think that's actually outpost assault.
Yes, it is. He's gonna... You saw all those Dillos.
He sent all the flackers, though, too.
Indeed, a good move. Although one unit kind of derps out, goes for the other outpost. Oh, and Jack makes a good move, runs away. He could have gone down there, but it looks like... Oh, and that's all his forces.
His entire group that he sent up? No, it's still up on the top half. If you look.
There's only 4 left, though.
And
although he is bringing...
Loland
now
has
he's outnumbering
less.
him. Indeed, but looks like Loland tries to save a couple of them, do a little damage on the
Loland
fortress.
actually has his on the door, though.
Indeed, he does.
You gotta keep in mind,
drop a few
Loland's
there.
about to get a big credit boost in another minute here.
Indeed, and he starts working on the moneymakers a little late, though. But, I mean, he's probably just mostly working on that fortress. He's probably going to try to capture that, and he can build his Goliath quick. And Jack coming in, drop those Dillos, just start defending against that push. He has about 4 Dillos that he can put down there. Let's see what Jack's up to. I think Jack's just waiting for his Goliath. Yeah, you see he has an army of Dillos there. He's just going to push on, going to bring those Dillos up, or bring those Goliaths up and see if he can end it. Let's see if Jack can get enough forces to
I don't think Jack notices this push yet. He's not scouting enough. He's not going to see it until it hits his door.
Yeah, he's not scouting. He doesn't have any forward units. It's just gonna, you know, he sees, oh, Dillos, I'm fine. Oh, Goliath.
And now he notices it. He's going back now, but I don't think he knows of all those Goliaths that are on their way.
Indeed, but he does have quite an army of Dillos, and he has the Osprey, so he could possibly, and you see all those Dillos are down.
He just cleared out all the Dillos, and it looks like he might die with that. No, he manages to place the Goliath and get out of. Oh, and Jack chases him down.
Gets that kill, but
Jack
those Goliaths
might be able to turn it around if he could take out all these Goliaths.
Indeed, but with only Dillos, it's going to be a tough job, and you see they're splitting their fire.
If he can micro him around the back
There
half,
he does. And there he does. He micros them around, and he's going to start getting those down quickly. And he does. And the Goliaths don't even take a shot at the base. They look all distracted by the units all around it. And 1 Goliath is down already. 2 Goliaths down, and 3rd down. Very handy. Loland has a chance here, or Jack has a chance here now that Loland spent all that money and credits on those Goliaths.
Remember, with the new halftime bonus, it's an overtime thing. So it heals slowly over time, and you get credits slowly over time. And it stops for 3 seconds when your fortress is hit, though.
Oh, indeed, yes. The changes in response to the halftime heal. The halftime heal, of course, is when you get to halftime and half of your base's health is healed. And it basically just caused games to drag out forever. And this is an attempt to shorten it up and get everything
Here's
back
that
to the
Dillo
punch away.
rush you were talking about.
Indeed, the Dillo rush, but you know these Dillos here, they're gonna have. You see, he spreads them out a little, so they're gonna have an opportunity to fire on the backs of all of them. And of course, Jack with the Osprey just gonna go around, and those Dillos are probably gonna get down pretty quick.
Loland still has a lot of credits, though.
That
Jack
is
still
true.
has a really high opportunity to change this around right now.
Indeed, a few good sneak attacks and maybe push him off one of his back bases that's not so well defended. But it looks like Loland here is just going with the whole Dillo opportunity here, while Jack, both of them over
And
level
Jack
8 now.
actually caught up in level too, if you noticed.
Indeed, all those pushes just giving him all that experience, but Jack is actually going to try and take that close base, give him an opportunity to push from there. But Jack here doing a really good job of microing his units around, getting him on the backside, getting those back shots, and doing double damage. Of course,
It looks like Jack's gonna mop up this area and try to capture that power station again before he moves out anything else.
Indeed, Jack going back to pick up those creeps. Of course, like you said, he does not have any in inventory to build, so he has to rely on the general creep spawns. Oh, and is he gonna get in before the other? Oh, and those...
It doesn't look like it. He's gonna... It's gonna be close. Yeah, it's
no
neutralized
luck.
again already.
And Jack here bringing in more Dillos to reinforce while Loland builds up another bit. Oh, it looks like Jack actually sent out a Dillo push. You see here, it split itself.
It's just a couple.
No, but if you look at the backside,
he sent them all to outpost capture. But if you send too many, it goes to the next one.
Indeed, all the little nuances of this game. It looks like, although it looks like he's trying to readjust that, send it there, but of course the Dillos that went there early ahead of time just went down.
All of those are just gonna get picked off one by one with how many Loland has right there.
Oh, and Jack is going to go down. He stayed there a little too long. Those missiles, of course, just devastating to AirMech on the ground. We'll see what Loland does here with this opportunity. Looks like he's building a couple of repair patchers, give his Dillos a little extended life. Although it looks like his one Dillo force here is more than enough to match this one, but of course being near the fortress, it's always easy to heal a little harder.
Now if you notice on Loland's actual bases, his other ones that isn't the factory that he stole are all really lightly guarded.
Except by those still patrolling jackals. You can see one of them is smoking, putting out those little puffs. It's kind of funny. But back to the action. Jack is back in the game. He goes reinforce that Dillo. Reinforce that close factory. Loland going in there for a small attack. They're both playing a little bit cautiously now because whoever kind of moves first, it's going to be the final move, I think, of the game. You see Loland here getting his Goliaths out. And Jack there. Just building up his forces, seeing what he can see, scouting around, seeing what's going on.
It looks like Loland is actually going to start moving up some of those Goliaths just a little bit.
That'd be good if he moves it out so the waves of things all attack at the same time. You can see his creeps are finally starting to work their way to the outer edges, but it'll make it a little easier to pick up. And they're in mortal combat right here. Looks like Loland's staying pretty far out, getting close to his base, so he has a little safety, but nothing's going to happen. Both going to go back.
Both of them dogfighting just a little to scout just a tad and then retreat. Jack is finally actually going out and scouting all the other outposts. He notices that one isn't that guarded now.
Maybe
now Loland is actually building up his Goliaths right where he scouts.
Indeed, I think
as you notice, he's just like holding them to see right where he might go, so he can quick drop any if he needs to.
Yeah, just keeping those in queue,
and now
trying
it looks
to plot
like
his
he's gonna actually move out all of them from the middle there.
Indeed, while Loland commits his move, Jack's gonna make a little scouting path, but he's gonna miss the Goliaths as they're going in. Gonna see all those forces. Now he sees the Goliaths. You can see him turn around there, just be like, "Oh no." So let's see. I think the only move Jack has right now is to try to take those Goliaths out. I don't think Jack has enough
to actually take those out though, with how many there are. Oh, and they're on outpost attack, not base assault. So he's got barely anything on that outpost.
Indeed, and you can see how quickly these Goliaths
are
going to be able to take down.
And then Loland is actually microing some of them around.
Indeed, he's waiting for all the Goliaths to come up, see if he can put them behind, but he's not going to be able to do that. You see a couple armadillos already going down. A few of them stopped
behind though, you see that? With the Goliaths?
Indeed, but they're all muxed up and he's lost that outpost, so he has nothing to defend them. I think he probably should have just ditched that outpost and put all his defenses on home. Looks like Loland coming here, grabbing.
He's not giving up yet, as he's actually taking all the credits from all that metal. He went back to savage the metal.
Indeed, but Loland here went and picked up the creeps. He's going to take that outpost, and you see he has Berthas in queue, so he's going to be able to take down any defenses that Jack has built up there. Along with 5 Goliaths, which is, to be honest, quite enough. But it looks like Jack's finally dropped some cash on a Goliath.
Loland's actually bringing out the Berthas now.
It's isless. I think he meant useless. Oh, and Jack just decides to go for all-out assault.
Yep, all of them are on attack.
Indeed, let's get some more music. I don't know why the playlist isn't going automatically right now, but I'll try to keep it up. Jack gonna bring in his Goliath, try to take the center base. Yeah, I believe he just sent them all the fortress attack.
Jack is actually sneaking around with it. Look at that.
Oh, but he is going to drop it and try and run away. Does he?
I don't know if he'll be able to make it. Yeah, he makes it.
Oh.
Oh, and killed by something.
By a
On the
little
way.
seeker rocket infantry. And Loland, of course, two
that
Goliaths.
is level 4 creeps now.
Indeed, it is quarter 4, 2-3 minutes left, and this line of Dillos is gonna come get torn up by these Goliaths, and that is
That's pretty much
folks.
the last of his forces right there. Unless he moves up from... I'm surprised he didn't move any of the tanks he had clustered on that power station in the corner.
Indeed, maybe he's just keeping it real or something. I don't know. And Loland here is gonna send in the rest of his Dillos. Probably gonna pick up those Goliaths, send them in. You see Jack here trying to do what he can to take out those things with the Goliath. He's gonna take his Goliath back to base as his sole remaining defense against this thing. Gonna drop those in front. He could actually probably make a good go of it with just those 2 Goliaths and the Osprey. But again, those Berthas are gonna be firing in, and Jack's gonna move, and Loland's gonna move up Goliaths, and it's just over. It's just over here. Although he doesn't put it on base attack, he just puts it on attack.
Though if Jack tries, he might be able to clear that out.
Not with the 4 Goliaths coming in. And the Berthas on his Goliaths. You see one Goliath already smoking. He still has a line of Dillos moving his Goliaths around. Although, Loland could go down here. But he... Oh, and
he does right when he gets up.
Of course,
but that's so much on the actual base.
Alright.
That would be the end of round 1, game 1. Game 2.